Well, good morning. Beautiful Saturday morning for a good cup of coffee. Black, of course. Back again. Thanks for joining me. Just got done with breakfast. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers over the past week. Had a fair amount of new subscribers, and one new subscriber this week in particular. Won't say your name, you know who you are. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing. It's been fun to see new people come on board and watch the channel and make comments, and I appreciate it. So if you like this channel and you like the content that's being portrayed on here, click the subscribe button down below and make sure you hit the alerts for whenever I put a video up, usually about one a week. You'll be notified. So soon time for me, that time of year, to move the chair over there for recording and sitting out here on the porch, because got a nice little cove right there and it blocks the wind from the cold weather. So it's that time of year. Usually I do it when the clocks turn back, which is tonight. We turn the clocks back, so I'll probably move everything over there. And the next time you see me, I'll be recording from that spot. So, sun's bright this morning too. It helps from the sun too, early in the morning. So, I love coming out onto this porch. I love coming out here, drinking my coffee. You know, having one of these or a pipe. Today's coffee happens to be my new go-to coffee. Maple caramel macchiato from the Java Junkie. If you'd like to know how to get some of that, they do mail out. They do have a website and a Facebook page, and I don't have Facebook, so I could put you in touch with them. They got a lot of great coffees. So, yeah, this morning I'm up early every morning. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to kick the camera. Up early every morning. Don't remember when I have missed a sunrise. It's been a long time. And I like that. I love getting up early in the morning. The solitude. I don't care if it's 20 degrees out or 100 degrees out. I'm out here in the morning. And, sorry. Some neighbors doing some stuff over there. I'm out here in the morning. It's my time. I'll be out here reading or listening to something, or, you know, just staring off and listening to the sounds of the morning, the birds, the squirrels. So what's been going on in your world? Let's talk about what's going on in the world. Not. You get enough news. You get enough opinions and editorials. That's not what I'm going to do here. Not today. Some days I give my opinions on some things, but not today. This is a way to forget about what's going on and what's going wrong in the world and just enjoying life a little bit. So, good week at work. Good work week, good week at work. I love what I do. I think I'm good at what I do. It's a lot of investigating, researching, follow-ups, and it gets slow sometimes, and it's been slow for me because I don't know. I don't work at a snail's pace. I don't pace myself. Maybe I need to start doing that, but then I enjoy my free time when I'm at work and I got nothing to do. Get to know people. Have some conversations. Had some good conversations this week. Some very pleasant, comfortable, get to know you conversations with people that I don't really know that well yet, and I'm getting to know that work with me. I usually stick to myself and I head down and I'm in my work. And I don't really do a whole lot of jabberjawing, as they call it, or talking to different people. Just about mundane things. And conversation's got to be worth having for me. And that's one of the things I appreciate. I'm going to move this out just a little bit because it's kind of like in my face, making me uncomfortable. Like when a person gets in your face. So, anyhow, yeah. I like conversations that have some meaning to them, purpose. Interesting thing about... Here's what I like about getting to know people. You're learning something about them. You're gaining insight into their personality, their character, their views and opinions, and how they see the world and others. But to me, everybody has a story. And to me, everybody's story is interesting. Not everybody's story is worth hearing. I've had many conversations with people who would be like, I just can't wait till this thing's over. And then I've had conversations with people where I'm thinking, man, I don't want to get up. I want to listen. I want to hear some more. And I do my fair share of talking too. And don't let that fool you. Oh, that's good coffee. But I love just listening to. I want to know where people come from. I want to know their background. It's not to be a busybody or a snoopy person. To me, that is interesting. To me, that has more value than watching a TV show of a sitcom or a drama or something, because this is real life. This is real people, and to me, there's much more value in that. I may not agree with the person and where they're coming from and their views, their opinions, and what they think and what shaped their life, but I have a respect for that person, and a better understanding, so that I can be a better person towards that person. We don't always have to agree, but we need to be understanding of one another. We need to be patient with one another. We need to be loving and kind with one another. We need to be gentle with one another at times. It's how you forge strong relationships. This is how you forge a good relationship. Even though you disagree, even though you wouldn't normally hang out and you're not going to be friends, you can still have a good working relationship with that person that you have to see every day, or that you don't have to see every day. But when you do see them, you can have a good relationship, a good respectful understanding, and decorum, good decorum, proper decorum. So just things that I observed through the week, and I'm just, had some really, really nice conversations with people this week at work. One of them with whom is now a new subscriber to the channel. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. But people's lives are interesting to me. When I was an EMT and I would be on a call with a person, and they would be in a traumatic situation, and there's a lot of anxiety that goes with it, and they're worked up and their adrenaline's pumping. And I would often ask them, hey, where did you grow up around here? I would push them into telling me about them to try to take their mind off of their situation for a little bit. And the whole time I'm able to treat them, and they're telling me about themselves, which I thought was a pretty cool way to do things. I don't know where I ever came up with that. But it seemed to always work. And sometimes it didn't, but it seemed to always work with people when we'd go out on the ambulance. So those of you that have been following my channel, I love my Japanese maple in the front yard. This year it didn't blossom with the red leaves as way it normally would. Last year it was pretty much dead. The leaves were wilted and dark, like a deep dark purple, almost black, and we couldn't figure it out. There's a radio show on Saturdays. It's a plant doctor, and he was talking to somebody that was from the area I live in, and this same issue with the Japanese maple. And what he told the guy was we had been getting a lot of rain those two. Probably a good 6 months or so, and when the trees get overwhelmed with too much water, they go dormant. So, long story short, my tree is no longer dormant. This year, it bloomed beautiful red leaves, not as many as it normally would. It wasn't as full as it normally is. I did trim it back a little bit, not much, very little. But the good telltale sign for me that it's thriving again is the leaves are falling off the tree and onto the ground, which they didn't do last year. They stayed up all winter long. So I have beautiful red carpet around that tree out there. I love that tree. I got a bird feeder that sits out there, and squirrels come up and birds come up, and it's just a nice, pleasant view. And I thought I was going to have to cut it down, and thank God I don't have to. So, anyhow, I'm going to get on with my weekend. Got some chores to do around the house, some lawn work to do and prep for the winter, and got bread to bake. Yep, I'm baking some bread, homemade bread. I don't like the store-bought stuff. It's not good for you. So I'm baking some bread this weekend. Gonna get some of the wood burned up that's fallen from the trees, some of the branches, dead branches and wood that's been piling up out back. I'm gonna get that taken care of. So I encourage you to, if when you're talking to people, sit back and listen. Let them tell their story about who they are and where they're from. Because I find too that it's comforting for the person that's talking to, and they want to share. And sometimes we have to sit back and listen. There's times I'm not very good at that, but I'd like to think I am a pretty good listener when it comes to stuff like that. So take some time this week coming up and engage in some conversations with folks. Find out where they're from, what makes them tick, what do they think about, what's their worldview, what is their view of just life in general. What's their background, what are their hopes, what are their dreams, what are some fun things they've done in their life. You'd be surprised what you find, and you'd be pleasantly surprised at how enjoyable that experience is. Anyhow, you all have a good day. God loves you. I love you. God bless. Light 'em up.